Minister Rajnath Singh on Thursday refused to sign the draft statement at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting after the document omitted the reference to the Pahalgam terror attack on April 22nd but mentioned the Jafar Express hijacking in Pakistan in March. Now, what is the SCO and what is the significance of Rajnath Singh's action in a China-dominated organization? We explain in 3 points. First, let's begin with what is the SCO. The SCO is the grouping of 10 countries including India, China, Russia, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Iran and Belarus. The roots of the SCO lie in the Shanghai Five formed in 1996, consisting of China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. With the dissolution of the USSR in 1991 into 15 independent countries, there were concerns in the region about extremist religious groups and ethnic tensions coming to the fore. To manage these issues, a grouping was created for cooperation on security matters. Building on this, the SCO was established on June 15, 2001 in Shanghai. The group is the world's largest regional organization by geographical area and population. The SCO is one of the few international organizations with primarily Asian members that deals with security issues. Its regional anti-terrorist structure regularly holds meetings and exchanges information. Now, this year, Rajnath Singh did not sign the document. In a briefing, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Ranveer Jaiswal said,
"We had Raksha Mantri, our defense minister, participating in the defense ministers meeting of SCO. This meeting happened over 2 days, that is yesterday and today. The defense ministers meeting has concluded. I understand that they could not adopt a joint statement. I also understand that certain member countries could not reach consensus on certain issues, and hence the document could not be finalized. On our side, India wanted concerns on terrorism reflected in the document, which was not acceptable to one particular country, and therefore the statement was not adopted. But we had participation of our Raksha Mantri. We issued a press release. The press release is very instructive in how we look at the threat of terrorism. Raksha Mantri, in his articulation and in his address, called upon the SCO member countries to come together, unite to fight terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. We had a press release which was issued a little earlier today, so I would refer you to look at that. He also reiterated the need to uphold the perpetrators, organizers, financiers, sponsors of reprehensible acts of terrorism, including cross-border terrorism. They to be held accountable and bring them to justice. He also urged all SCO members. He said that we must, in lockstep in our endeavor, we must all be in lockstep in our endeavor in strengthening stability and security in our neighborhood. So I would urge you to look at the statement of our Raksha Mantri. That would give you a sense of our approach to SCO on security.
Earlier in his speech at the SCO, Rajnath had spoken about the Pahalgam terror attack on April 22nd and Operation Sindoor. In his speech, Rajnath had focused heavily on terrorism. Now, talking about the significance of his actions, well, the SCO has traditionally been dominated by Russia and China. However, with Russia engaged in the Ukraine war since 2022, China's footprint has grown. This year, Beijing is the SCO chair and the meeting of defense ministers took place in the East China city. Pakistan is a major ally of China and Beijing provided aid to Pakistan in the military confrontation with India in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor as well. China has also long used its clout in international fora to shield Pakistan from adverse resolutions. In such a scenario, Rajnath refusing to sign the SCO draft document assumes more significance. No joint statement was issued for this year's SCO meeting as India refused to come on board. Now, this shows India's sustained upholding of the no compromise on terrorism position. India has long made it clear that terrorism and business as usual can't go together. Rajnath's action at the SCO is in line with that. Now, the SCO Council of Heads of the State will meet in Tianjin in the autumn and will be interesting to watch. Meanwhile, here is what Rajnath Singh said while slamming Pakistan at SCO.
Excellency, I believe that the biggest challenges that we are facing in our region are related to peace, security, and trust deficit. And the root cause of these problems is increasing radicalization, extremism, and terrorism. Excellency, peace and prosperity cannot coexist with terrorism and the proliferation of weapons of the mass destruction in the hands of the non-state actors and the terror groups. Dealing with these challenges require decisive action, and we must unite in our fight against these evils for our collective safety and security. It is imperative that those who sponsor, nurture, and utilize terrorism for their narrow and selfish ends must bear the consequences. Some countries use cross-border terrorism as an instrument of policy and provide shelter to terrorists. There should be no place for such double standards. SCO should not hesitate to criticize such nations. India's zero tolerance for terrorism is manifest today through its actions. This includes our right to defend ourselves against terrorism. And we have shown that epicenters of terrorism are no longer safe, and we will not hesitate to target them. We should also take proactive steps to prevent the spread of the radicalization among our youth. The RATS mechanism of SCO has played a significant role in this regard. The joint statement of the Council of SCO Heads of State on countering radicalization leading to terrorism, separatism, and extremism, issued during India's chairmanship, symbolizes our shared commitment. Excellency, we should seek to counter the technology used by terrorists, including drones, for cross-border smuggling of weapons and drugs. In our interconnected world, traditional borders are no longer the sole barriers against threats, and instead we face an intricate web of challenges that range from transnational terrorism and cyber attacks to hybrid warfare. These threats do not respect national boundaries, and they demand a unified response rooted in transparency, mutual trust, and collaboration. India reaffirms its resolve to fight terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. On 22nd April 2025, the terror group, the Resistance Front, carried out a dastardly and a heinous attack on the innocent tourists in Pahalgam, in the Indian state of the Jammu and Kashmir. 26 innocent civilians, including a Nepali national, were killed. Victims were shot after they were profiled based on the religious identity. The Resistance Front, which is a proxy of UN-designated terror group Lashkar-e-Toiba, claimed responsibility for the attack. The pattern of the Pahalgam terror attack matches with LET's previous terror attacks in India. In exercising its right to defend against terrorism and preempt as well as deter further cross-border terrorist attacks, India on 7th May 2025 successfully launched Operation Sindoor to dismantle cross-border terrorist infrastructure. We reiterate the need to hold the perpetrators, organizers, financiers, and sponsors of reprehensible acts of terrorism, including cross-border terrorism, accountable and bring them to justice. Any acts of terrorism are criminal and unjustifiable regardless of their motivation, whenever, wherever, and by whomsoever committed. SCO members must condemn this evil unequivocally. Excellency, India is committed to increasing its connectivity with the Central Asia.